might dig down too deep into the ocean and get stuck in your tunnel. Although if they don't, clear it out, they're bastards.
I get the feeling they won't be able to clear it out.
So I would just like to point out that this year's been great so far. It's definitely better than 2020.
It's been
not
wild
a particularly
start.
high bar.
The ride never ends, and I'm all
Been
here for
a
it.
wild start, that's for sure.
Oh, did you hear that the U.S. just declared guarantees on Taiwan's independence, and China said that they're going to go to war with us over it?
Wait, hell yes.
Yep.
Because an economic collapse with two world powers fighting, and they all have treaties connecting them to every other world power. That's never happened before.
Oh, fuck. Are we getting
It's never... No one would be stupid enough to start a war by assassinating Archduke Robert Ferdinand, right?
I normally stay away from politics once the stream starts.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be real. It astounds me that China has yet to realize that the rest of the world recognizes Taiwan as a separate country.
Yeah, it was pretty much just the U.S.
Right.
that wasn't.
Except for, North Korea.
Hey, Nose Hair, you want to, not talk from across the fucking room?
Actually, no. Keep talking from across the room.
No, he's
then
got
we
a
don't
point.
have to hear your jokes.
Fair enough. Yep, that's good, yeah. Alright, so I think in honor of whatever I was trying to make an honor joke about, I think we should definitely do a DC superheroes and a Harry Potter crossover. How do you guys feel about that?
I feel like my soul is tainted just hearing you speak those words.
I have alcohol, I'm ready.
Alright, excellent. That's good to hear.
Alright, I've turned up my input volume. Is that better?
I mean, we can hear you, so no, it's worse.
Hello, Internet! This is Fanfiction, Contempt Theater 9004, episode number 9, I think, right? We're 9? 8? 9? I can't count.
I've lost track at this point.
9. And this is your host, SneakyDevil. We got our usual eclectic amount of individuals in this chat here, and we're going to read you some fanfictions.
Gaming time.
Yeah, it's gaming time indeed. So pop us into the background.
As we say on the stock market, power to the players.
Yes, indeed, power to the players. Not a single company could that have happened better to. With that fucking motto,
I love what's going on with that scene. I'm so upset that they get another year of life support as a result.
Look, okay, it's just GameStop paying back every single scuffed trade-in they've done. Every time we have 10 games, this is
all the trade
every single pennied out trade that someone made.
Probably the best fucking joke I've ever seen was it came out of the UK on this one, where some 10-year-old followed Wall Street Bets and was able to use Robinhood, I believe it was, to buy some $4 stock in GameStop. And then they ended up selling. The parents ended up helping them sell it around 200 or something, and they ended up getting a shit ton of money. And the top comment for that article was, "Well, I guess it's the first time a child has actually managed to get their money's worth out of a return."
Oh,
exactly.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Loud bro.
But hey, power to the players. What an amazing motto.
More needs to be said.
I'm just gonna leave this one in memes.
Yeah.
Power to the players, and by players we mean not Wall Street. Go fuck yourself, Wall Street.
You've ruined the joke.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Can we just hold on? Let me just.
You're gonna.
What are you doing?
There we go.
There we go. He's gonna fucking block me from the thing.
I think he just muted you on his side. Harry Smith is a low-paying janitor who lives in Gotham, but also moonlights as an evil henchman. He does what he's told without issue, and has worked for many evil bosses. However, Gotham's about to find out that he's not the nobody he pretends to be. This is just a one-shot. I do not own anything. So this is a one-shot, 12K words, one chapter. Got put out in 2018, about 400 favorites, which is actually kind of impressive for this section because there's really not much in the Harry Potter DC crossover section, which there really shouldn't be because the Harry Potter magic really can't keep up with the shit that happens in DC.
Oh, good. No.
I mean, to be fair, the
Not for a
amount
hot
of shit
minute.
that happens in DC is hard to keep up with for anybody.
Again, exactly. So anyway, this was an idea that came to me when I had to tell it. This is just a one-shot, but if you want to make this into a story, you are welcome to take it and do so. So,
Can I instead take it and yeet it into the sun?
Unfortunately, no, because that's just your copy that got yeeted into the sun. And, yeah. Unfortunately, the internet works like that. Now, so I will give him half credit for the summary. It's not terrible. It's not really enticing either. So basically, you're just skipping Harry Potter's entire life, and they're just like, oh yeah, he just works in Gotham now. You know, that's just what he does.
Hey, he's just in there. So yeah, deal.
Kind of just skipping all the way there, which I mean, I guess is fine, except for all the parts where it's not fine.
Yeah, except for the part where Harry Potter's just criminal now, working for some of the worst, most objectionable individuals in the DC universe. Like,
yeah, really, honestly, yeah. I
Like-
will say
like,
that
here's the thing.
Joker is pretty based. Women aren't funny.
here's the thing: if he
Yes.
was doing,
Mask up, please.
yes. Here's the thing, right? If he was working for someone like, I don't know, like the Penguin, I could maybe buy it because the Penguin, like as far as the criminals in Gotham go,
Penguin's
The
fairly tame.
Legit.
like he doesn't murder people. He doesn't try to destroy the city. He's like, I just want to run my nightclub, which is obviously a front for illegal weapons and drugs, and that's
yeah.
all I want to do. I don't want to hurt people. I mean, more than those things
More than
do.
what? Yeah. So, yeah. For some reason, Harry Potter is working for a bunch of criminals, and we're just going to skip to that part. But I will give credit where credit's due for the summary, at least. At least the guy actually didn't just flat out tell us that it's going to be some sort of mega XLR crossover with massive harem, hashtag bashing, hashtag evil, hashtag super hairy, hashtag godlike, etc., etc.
Hashtag Harry Potter seduces Catwoman.
Basically. But the author's note's fine as well. But then we get to the first part of this story. The part of the story that's actually supposed to be read, being the first chapter. And that's just a fucking wall of text. That's not what I want to look at when I'm about to start reading a story. It's just a giant fucking block of text.
Wow.
The
Paragraph.
author cast
Have you
wall
heard
of
of them?
text.
So I won't make this a bet. I'll make this a bet on the next story, but won't make this a bet right now. But how much do you guys think that the first paragraph is gonna be entirely dedicated to visuals?
I don't know.
No. Because I just read the last few sentences. It's not just
I was gonna say,
visual.
I mean, here's the thing. I wouldn't mind you making a bet. Like, I'm reasonably confident in my gambling skills since I correctly guessed which person in a Fire Emblem game, an idiot streamer, would get killed first.
Oh yeah. Very cool. And it was the morning in Gotham City, and the sun was rising. For most of the citizens of Gotham, that meant it was time to get up for the day. Really? Most of the citizens of Gotham got up during the day? Doesn't seem like it from the comics.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
according to the comics, at least 50% of the city is as nocturnal as Batman at all times.
It mostly meant that it was time for one Harry Smith to get up for the day. Why did you repeat yourself? Harry Smith happened to be a 21-year-old man. Conveniently. Just upon happen chance, he just happened to be,
You see,
name.
He's
Harry
he's
Smith,
he's
something
like Mr.
that.
Bean,
Mm.
except every time he gets up in the morning,
Mm.
it's just a dice roll.
Oh,
How
I
old
see.
he is,
Mhm.
right? So he just takes the D100.
And man, you got to keep in mind that he said 21-year-old man, which means that it's a complete dice roll, whether he's male or female and what age he is.
Well, no, right? That's what I'm saying, right? He gets up in the morning, he rolls the D100 to
Yep.
see how old he is, and then he rolls a D4 to see whether he's a guy or a girl that day.
I see. Yeah. Let's see. 21-year-old man with messy black hair and green eyes, who was a low-paid janitor. A low-paid janitor, as opposed to a high-paid janitor.
Well, okay, no, hold on a second, Sneaky. If you've been a janitor at somewhere for like 30 years and you've got a pension lined up, you're good.
Okay,
Like-
I mean, yes, that's fair enough, but like, no one refers to that
He's
job as a
20.
high-paying janitorial job. They just say, you're a veteran or something. You're like no company will ever advertise high-pay, janitor job. It's like, that's not something you'll ever see on any.
If
job
you do
advertisement
see
ever.
it being like, we will pay you $30 an hour to be the janitor, you're either in the poop ward of the hospital.
No, that's yeah, I was gonna say that's viscera cleanup duty. That's or you're about to be one of the bodies.
I was gonna say it's like, it's it's like the guys who have to clean up the suicides from off the train tracks, right? They
Yeah.
get paid lots of money.
I spend half that on alcohol.
And the other half on therapy.
Pretty much.
Still, you act like there's a fucking medic in the world that could like treat that shit.
Ban him!
Where is my ban function?
When you realize that the elves in Familiar of Zero are pretty much based off of certain guys with hats. Yeah. It's Japan's got a very interesting opinions.
No, I do not. I haven't spent enough time with the new mod tools. I just want a ban button.
Why the fuck are you banning?
There is a ban button. You click the person, and then there's a nice. Well, it could be bigger, but there's a nice little.
There's a weird ass fucking graph that pops up, and you're just like, okay. Where are you
getting a graph from? What?
Yeah, no. When I click on someone's name and right click on someone's name.
That might be a channel. That might be a channel owner view.
No, it's a mod thing. It gives me this tiny little graph that lets me purge them, ban them from anywhere from minutes to days, and delete their account.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. Delete their message.
Yeah, I know.
Delete their account.
I was gonna say, if delete their account was an option, you really think the deer person wouldn't have spammed that already?
No, it's a special power Twitch gave just to me to apologize for all the times that they've shadow banned my content.
Oh, please. Twitch isn't stupid enough to give you that kind of power.
I don't know, man. I mean, the one time someone gave me ultimate power over a game server, I just made everyone high, gave all of them knives, reversed their controls, and inverted their screens.
Okay, but the only reason you got that job was because you weren't having furry sex with anyone.
Yes, that is a fair point.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
I think
they literally selected you
because
they said he's the only one who isn't involved in some kind of weird
sex drama. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't even know what you call it at that point.
I think I can firmly say I'm going to be one of the few people in the world that can actually say that the reason why they got the position was because they didn't have sex with the owner.
Impressive.
2021 is looking to be a great year. Yeah, boy.
I mean, it's looking to be a year.
It's looking to be an amazing year. So anyway,
an interesting year to be sure.
Let's see, blah blah. He's responsible for cleaning the building during the day. Really, the entire fucking building. And
Really?
you
Here, I thought the janitor was responsible for keeping my refrigerator stocked.
know, it is Gotham. He's responsible for cleaning the building during the day, and had been working there for the last 3 years. So yeah.
Hold on a minute.
Mhm.
He's 21.
Yeah.
He started janitoring at like 18.
18, yep.
Damn, that's low self-confidence, dude. Jesus Christ.
Damn, Harry. Okay, listen. He's either he knows exactly what career path he wants,
Mhm.
which is right. Like, I'll be a janitor for the next. Right, I'll be a janitor until I'm 40, and then I've got a pension, and I am fucking out to the Bahamas.
That's fair. Let's see. However, being a janitor was not the only job he had. Since it didn't pay much, Harry had to do something that was frowned upon. Yes, that's right, frowned upon.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, was Harry a male exotic dancer on the weekends?
Yes.
I mean, it is
Damn.
Gotham. Weirder things have happened.
It was something he had been since he arrived in Gotham 11 years ago. Really, he had
Still not discounting
11
male
years ago.
exotic dancer.
So at the age of 10, Harry Potter was a henchman. Yeah,
I mean,
The comic-
arguably,
The more
at
I
the age
hear
of
of
10,
this, the
he
more
was
confused I
Dumbledore's
get.
henchman.
Okay, yes, but he's saying Gotham henchman.
I know.
Now, I will say, it is something that is quite amusing to me, that as awful as all of the DC Gotham villains are portrayed to be, like all of the shit they get up to, the people they shoot, the only person who's ever actively killed a kid was one version of Joker, and he specifically only killed the kid because of Batman.
I was gonna say, I
Like,
think there's been a couple that have killed a few other kids. And then there's the technicality of Clayface killing a sentient clone of himself that he split off and made into a little girl to befriend Robin to destroy Robin's heart.
Does that count
The
as
fuck?
assisted suicide?
You know, I really don't know.
No.
I think that counts more like a haircut.
No, but like it was a sentient individual that did not wish to die.
It was still originally a part of him.
Yes.
Yes, but your hair doesn't actively scream, I don't want to die after you cut it off your head.
Please don't kill me, Dad. Or if your hair does scream that, oh boy, we gotta have a fucking conversation,
You
lad.
should probably get that cancer treatment tuned up a bit. I'm not sorry for that joke. Anyway, so, as a henchman at the age of 10, he was hired by local crime bosses of Gotham. Yes, Harry was a henchman! He first started with local crime bosses doing errands and obtaining supplies, like getting rid of bodies, at the age of 10. And even though he didn't want to, he sometimes also killed people at the age of 10.
I mean, the League of Assassins does exist.
But he's not working for the League, now is he?
Yes, but the League of Assassins
Petty
has been known
criminals
to
is what
recruit
it
people
said.
who are like, literally younger than 10.
Okay, but
I
that kid...
am just wondering how they expect him to get rid of a body in a timely manner.
Formaldehyde?
There's a lot of acid
You
around.
could
They're
probably just
protein
piss
to
on
like
it.
leave it around.
Yeah, burn it maybe. It's Margaret Thatcher.
I just
Yeah.
throw it in the water.
Yeah, he just has to burn the water.
Yeah,
See, blah, 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 blah. Harry did what he had to when he worked for them. What?
What did he have to do? Please!
He made sure not to make them mad or reveal anything he ever learned. And he made sure to show he was always loyal to their secrets. And helped the villains whenever they had a problem. He was a very smart man. And was able to see... He was very smart and was able to see a mistake and pointed it out in the nicest way possible without ever offending any of them. And they always corrected the mistake after the henchman pointed it out to them.
Yeah!
Clearly,
They
this
also
person's
never
never
killed
been
him.
on the internet.
Excellent.
Or like dealt with
Worked a
middle
jo-
management.
Or ever,
or worked a job.
Or ever talked to Joker. Like literally, he shot at someone because they said that Harley Quinn was funny, so he shot them. Not exactly the most stable individuals.
No, you don't.
It's
say.
almost like most of them are lunatics.
It's almost like they're all criminals, and they all have really major issues that cause them to be criminals.
This is
Almost like they're supposed to be in an asylum.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Arkham
Wow.
Asylum, maybe.
So
Yeah, almost like they're supposed to be locked up somewhere.
Kind of sus, bro.
the following people are the ones that he worked for. Two-Face, who definitely never shoots his henchmen on the flip of a coin.
Nope, not once.
Never. Penguin,
Lies and slander.
Riddler, and Joker. Yes. He definitely worked for Joker.
Okay.
Pointed out Joker's mistakes to Joker, and Joker said, "Hey, buddy, I really appreciate you pointing out my mistakes, and I won't kill you for them, and I'll just correct all the things you pointed out that I did wrong."
Because I am a stable, rational, clear-thinking individual with no history of violence.
See, the only reason why he didn't shoot him is because Harley was like right there, obviously.
That doesn't stop.
That does not stop
does
him.
not stop
Ever.
That would not stop him.
In fact, let's be honest. The thing they never depict in the comics is Joker murdering someone, Harley getting incredibly horny, and then fucking on the corpse as a bed.
They did
I'm
reference
sorry,
it, though.
what?
Yeah,
Is that a thing?
yeah.
Fuck.
Would not surprise me.
Yeah, she kind of has a complex.
And that complex
Okay,
involves
okay.
murder.
There's a few complexes.
Yeah, she has a
I
complex.
mean,
Not
you're
to
not
mention
wrong.
Joker fucked with her mentally before she became Harley.
Well, I mean,
No-
yes, but
Okay, no, but here's the thing. She was already unstable.
psychologists usually tend to be unstable people because they're looking into psychology because they have issues and they know they have issues, so they look into psychology to try and help themselves. And then once they get enough knowledge in psychology, they tend to try and help other people. So psychologists are usually pretty broken people. And
Like
she
faces.
was especially broken. And she decided to take on the most broken person in the asylum.
Who, for the record, already
not
had
work
a
out.
well-established history of lying to and absolutely messing up.
Literally everyone he comes across. Also, he's really, really charismatic compared to, like, that's his basic power compared to literally everyone else. Oh, yeah, he shoots freeze rays. He's got a shit ton of money. You know, that guy is just insane to the point where no one can really tell what he's going to do. Yeah, this dude,
Yeah.
he's just really good at talking.
He put all his points into speech and charisma.
And it paid the fuck off.
Yeah. Literally walks into a fucking meeting between all of the head mafia, yakuza, etc. crime bosses, and is like, "Hey, you guys all work for me now." And they laughed at him, and then he kills one of them. They're like, "Okay, well, you know what? You made a good point. We work for you now."
You make a compelling argument, sir.
doesn't
The
hurt that
one
he
he
doesn't give
never
a shit
worked
about.
for was Bane.
Hold on a minute. Bane is one of the most stable and rational villains in Gotham.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, okay, yes, the Venom makes him mad, but most of the time, he's not on it.
Like that's like his defining characteristic. He's like literally the most stable villain and actually has a plan. Instead of, just stealing money.
I am
And-
just trying to think of any other Gotham villain who is more stable than him.
I mean,
Really isn't.
Poison, probably?
no,
No.
Poison Ivy's not stable.
No.
Comparatively to the Joker, yeah.
I guess
No.
maybe like
Poison
I
Kite
tuned
Man?
out.
No, you know what?
Poison Ivy
Poison
almost
Ivy
makes the
is-
Joker look sane.
You know what?
Yeah. Well, no,
Condiment Man is
oh,
actually
okay.
probably the most rational because he's really
There-
just
Is that actually a villain?
yes, Condiment Man.
Mm.
Oh, that guy.
Also, I do want to point out Poison Ivy actually is fairly stable. Her thing is that she's just an eco-terrorist with powers.
Well, it
Like,
changes. It
She's
changes.
stable, but she's an eco-terrorist.
Okay.
Eco-fascist.
She's consistently chill as long as you're not taking swings at a tree.
Yeah. Well, no, I would
Yeah.
just say here's the it's really, really, really dependent on which.
Mhm.
Sometimes she starts out as an eco-terrorist, gets plant powers, and is like, yes, now I can be an even better terrorist. Sometimes she just gets in an unfortunate accident and is like, you know what? I bet I could commit some crimes like this. And sometimes she's just relatively chill, like Max said, until you take a swing at a tree.
I speak for the trees. I'm about to whoop your ass.
Unless your name is Harley Quinn, and then the trees say, fuck me.
Unless you're in
Yes.
Vietnam.
Yeah, unless you have a Randy threesome with Catwoman and Harley Quinn.
Like, if
No,
you're in Vietnam,
they
the
never.
trees speak.
They never sent.
Gun.
They never sent Catwoman down the creepy
The Yuri
Arkham
train.
sex tree.
Yes.
Cringe.
Anyway.
No, honestly, the dynamic between Harley. People are like, "Oh, Harley and Ivy are so cute." I'm like, no, it's really bad and disgusting because they're horribly unstable and reinforcing each other's instability.
It's like watching two mental patients fuck each other in the middle of the lobby, and it's like, wow,
Shouldn't you be doing something about that?
is anyone gonna stop them?
Like, I understand that Jim the janitor over there is really enjoying this, but the rest of you should be doing something.
At what point is it counted as rape?
The janitor.
Do
I mean, the only
we
reason
go
why
with
they
who's
didn't-
off their medicine?
I mean, really, the only reason why Catwoman didn't get added to that by one of the creepy writers is because, for some reason, actually I know the reason, but pretty much all the writers like unanimously agreed. Catwoman is bat unanimously. I don't know why I just said what I said. That she's bat sexual.
Oh, fucking Christ. Oh, well, what was the word you tried pronouncing yesterday?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, so Nose Hair here
Oh.
fucking absolutely botched a word last night in Dota.
Okay, I don't think you have a lot of room to talk there, but please continue.
No, I
will
jokingly
admit, I had a
botch
fucking-
words.
I
It was for
had a
Japanese.
stroke. I had an actual
Yeah.
stroke.
It was legitimately so far off from the word he was trying to say that I had to sit there and phonetically work out what the sounds he was making were, and then recombining them until it fit like a fucking Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, I
Rubik's
had a
Cube
stroke.
of stupidity.
Oh
It
boy.
was a stroke. It was a stroke. I have no other way of saying it that it was.
And I literally had to stop and be like, what the fuck did you just say? And he's like, did I say that wrong?
I literally, like, after I was just like, what the fuck did I just say?
Oh. Hey, listen, I know I occasionally bring up the reminder that Sneaky forgot how to say, how to pronounce and spell the, but it was just a single syllable, and I'm pretty sure that was during the time of 3 hours of sleep,
Oh
and
yeah,
it's day
I
70.
had absolutely no
day
fucking.
4.
That was finals area. Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
That was literally like I am taking a nap in between my finals because they decided to schedule them in the worst times possible. Like,
Isn't
oh
that
my
all?
God.
Well, yeah, but isn't that also partially because of how you managed to like get a really weird schedule set up at the start of the semester?
Yeah.
Okay, but like, no, in
Like, some
Seeky's
of the
defense,
blame
Champlain
is-
had some baffling scheduling choices.
Absolutely bad. Like they were straight
Oh,
shit. Like, oh yeah, 10 o'clock test, 10 p.m. test, also a 6 a.m. test. Yeah, get fucked. And it's just like literally, the schedule was so fucking bad at one point. One of the finals didn't happen. The teacher just said, "You all get an A. I'm not fucking coming in this early."
I'm sorry.
That doesn't
Excellent.
top the 8 a.m. That doesn't top the 8 a.m. class for a test, and then the fucking 10 p.m. class I had to take.
No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. A 6 a.m. test will always trump an 8 a.m. test and a 10 p.m. course.
But, Max, it gets worse
That will
because
always
that
trump
teacher
that.
was 3 hours out from the campus.
Oh,
They would have had to leave
Never
at
mind.
3 in
Never
the morning
mind.
to administer that. And they were just
Okay.
like, no, I'm not fucking doing this. Fuck that. You all get an A.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! You
The
know what?
teachers at
If
Champlain, I
they'd been
forgot.
really committed to their class, they'd have just gotten a hotel room for that week.
No, they.
Champlain basically hired people that already had jobs.
Yeah,
for some reason.
Champlain. Well, no, I understand the idea, especially with the tech industry. They hired a bunch of people to be part-time teachers to be like, hey, you're actively working in the industry, so you actively know what is currently being used in the industry. Teach the kids that.
Oh,
Some of
that
the
actually
teachers were good at
sounds.
that.
That sounds
Some of them were
incredibly
like that
intelligent.
dumbass in the
Assholes.
game department who couldn't
Yeah.
stop jerking off about the fact that he worked on Doom.
Oh god, yeah.
Well, to be
fucking-
fair, everyone that worked on Doom still does that.
That does not make it any less insufferable.
No, it does not.
Some of them were really insufferable. Some of them were really insufferable.
Like, some of them just did not know when to shut the hell up.
They had a really inflated opinion of themselves. But anyway, so he didn't work for Bane. And because the reason why he didn't work for Bane was because the job he was required to do was to obtain chemicals, which he had needed, which had been easy for him since he knew where to get the chemicals without raising any alarms. And just as he finished putting the chemicals in the room where he was supposed to put the chemicals in and was about to collect his pay, there was a large crash, and he's like, "What the hell?" he shouted as he peeked out to see Poison Ivy staring at Bane. What? Harry groaned because he knew if a fight started, the Batman and his allies would show up. He had avoided being caught by the Bat for so long, he was not going to be caught now. Harry quickly thought about why she would be there and knew it had to be plant-related. No shit!
Good job, Harry! You used your brain!
Excellent.
Well, good thing we just finished unloading this cryogenic generator. Oh no, we're being robbed by Mr. Freeze! Who could have seen this coming?
What could he possibly be after? Also, we're
Crikey,
all
Mike.
British now.
Yeah, apparently
For
everyone
fun.
thought that was
Right
fucking
on,
brilliant.
lads.
Well, no, it's
Bane,
because no one else
Bane
in
been
Gotham would
borrowing
handle it.
one?
Because they all knew.
Hmm.
Oh,
Other
hey,
Had
we've
to
got,
be
a
the
few
foreign
men,
workers.
we've got a few guys from the Isles who are trying to ship this cryogenic thing. What
Yeah.
should we do? Oh, let them just get the Gotham welcome. You can let them get Mr. Freeze.
Just let it happen, boys!
Just let it happen.
This is above my pay grade.
Yeah. Why is the dock oddly abandoned today? We'll find out soon enough.
Hey, I can't help but notice that this is we're the only guys here.
They're all out for lunch
Look, the second
It's the
Joker
middle of the night.
drops a
at the same time.
look, the second Joker drops a gas grenade, just don't breathe through your nose and you'll be fine.
Just stop breathing. Don't worry.
Just, hold your breath.
Doc, the Germans hate him. 2 simple steps to prevent gas grenades. Step 1, stop breathing.
I mean, honestly, they might not even say that. It's just like, just try to get into the water and get away, because Joker would just shoot them for being unswerving.
Probably, actually, yeah. Anyway, so, plant related. Quickly! Looking around, he spotted a plant!
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That's some loud clinking there. Sneaky, you
What?
okay?
Sneaky, what are you doing?
He's alive.
He ran out to grab that plant.
He ran to go grab more alcohol.
I am too fucking sober for this.
Yep, called it.
Making his weed tea.
Holy shit, that smells awful.
What?
Does it?
That doesn't taste that bad.
He has to inject his venom so he doesn't go crazy reading this.
It claims to
Exactly.
taste like grapefruit. Grapefruit.
Great.
Grape?
Come on.
Is it great?
Come on, Sneaky.
Is it a grapefruit?
It definitely isn't. I fucking hate grapefruit.
I agree. Grape is a fruit.
Like, I really
grape.
don't understand
The grapest fruit.
at all. Grapefruit. I don't understand why people like it. I've had it raw before, and I'm just like, yeah. And then
Hear
like,
that,
oh,
everybody?
you're supposed to drink
Sneaky
it.
had it raw and he didn't like it.
You're supposed to drink it. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll drink it. Yeah. Like, oh no, it's supposed to be mixed with the drink. Okay, fine. Ugh. Like, at what point does the grapefruit taste good? You keep telling me I need to do these steps to eat this fucking thing.
Fine.
I don't think I've ever seen someone have such a visceral reaction to grapefruit.
I mean, look, I tried it and I didn't like it, but
What? Can I? Oh, so it's fine for other people to hate certain foods, but the second I do it, it's like, whoa, Sneaky, calm the fuck down. It's just a grapefruit.
No, I tell people. I tell
your
people to calm
reaction
it
is
when
so
they're
visceral.
Yeah, no. When people get as visceral as that, I just look at them like, you can calm it down. It's okay.
Now, I will say, grapefruit make amazing projectiles.
You ever want an orange that can actually hurt someone? That's what a grapefruit is.
A great capacity for violence.
They contain within them an amazing capacity for violence.
Oh wait, they have a grape capacity for violence.
Yes, indeed, a grape capacity.
Get yourself hence, foul Damon.
No,
We do not want your kind here.
too bad.
Actually, since we're reading a DC story,
Yes.
so you guys know how Mr. Freeze's entire motivation for being a villain is he needs funding and research materials to heal his wife's terminal illness.
Yes.
Her super cancer, yes.
Yeah. So
Turbo
apparently there
cancer,
is a
too.
story
Electric
where he
boogaloo.
cures it, and one would think that normally it'd be like, okay, well he's going to give himself up because he was literally only a villain for this. He
Right.
didn't enjoy being a villain. He did this to save someone.
Right.
Instead, she joins him on a crime spree. And
Well,
they
no,
go
okay,
around
there are a
tags,
couple
mind
different
break.
interpretations. One of them is she gets up and she's like, hey, I've been on the ice for so long, I've gone a little kooky. You want to make millions of dollars with this dope freeze gun you made, committing crimes? I guess. The other version is, there are versions, however, where he cures her and does turn himself in. And she...
I've never heard of those versions as the issue. To my knowledge, the only one that I've heard of was Murder Spree. Which makes no sense to me, considering...
There's, I know there's at least one in the animated series where Freeze is in jail and she's just visiting him.
That sounds like a Batman Beyond thing.
So, anyway.
I think in Batman Beyond, she's dead at that point.
He found the plant and had a feeling Bane took the plant to improve his Venom formula. I'm sorry. So she's here for a plant, a single plant, that's going to be used chemically.
Yep.
A plant that is going to be harvested for its chemicals.
Marijuana.
So do you think Gotham City is anti-weed?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely not.
Because according to this author, they have to be. Otherwise, fucking Poison Ivy here is going to be doing more judicious violence against every single fucking 420 weed smoker in Gotham City than the police could.
Okay, you do know that depending on the incarnation, her entire goal is to kill every single human on the planet so they don't ever hurt a plant, right?
No, look, I'm saying this because the author, according to the author, Poison Ivy is about to pick a fight with Bane because he took a single plant that he was going to use to chemically extract. You know.
Yes. I get what you're saying. I'm just saying, my point is, there are absolutely versions of Poison Ivy where she's like, you fucking breathed your filthy, disease-ridden human mouth on a plant and it died. That's it. I am virus bombing this planet.
That's fair.
You broke the NAP.
You broke the NAP, indeed.
You broke the plant NAP.
You
So
broke the
anyway,
NAP,
Harry
therefore I will break
steals the plant and runs away with the plant. For some reason.
Yeah, that's smart.
Ivy,
I'm gonna be real. I want to see. Actually, I want to see how this plays out because depending on what he does, he's gonna make the dumbest decision possible.
Ivy was
'cause
mad as hell at Bane. She had received word that a rare plant existed and that Bane was going to grow it and then use it to improve his stupid venom formula. The thought of that baby being experimented on just to make a stupid drug made her sick. She planned on rescuing the poor baby and show Bane why you do not mess with nature in the first place. So yeah, this is a very anti-weed poison ivy.
Excellent.
She had managed to find... Also, she apparently is also anti-banana, anti-tangerine.
Fuck bananas. All my homies hate bananas.
Do not fuck bananas. That gets messy.
No, hold on a second.
Yeah.
We here do not condone, but we're also not judging you because what you do in your own time is your business. Just don't tell us. We don't need to know about you and your banana fetishes.
So anyway,
No
as I
comment.
was saying, apparently this poison ivy is against plants in general reproducing.
No, she's not against that. She's against like people using plants for anything, pretty much. She's anti-agriculture.
Yes,
Return to hunter-gatherer.
Return to hunter. So you're
Return to
saying that
monkey.
poison ivy is Anprim?
Yeah. Yes.
Technology, big mistake.
Agriculture, big mistake. God.
I mean, yes, as long as there's the subset of is trying to kill every single human being alive.
I'm just saying. So apparently, poison ivy is very interesting opinions. This author's poison ivy, very interesting stake points. So anyway, she managed to find out where he was hiding, and had a huge flower rise through the ground with her in it, so she could confront him. As she walked out, she saw Bane glaring at her angrily, as opposed to gently, or something.
Calmly,
Yeah.
rationally glaring.
I guess. You know why I am here, Bane, she said. If you think I'm going to give it to you without a fight, then you're mistaken, Ivy, Bane replied as he was about to signal his men to attack. However, before the battle could start, Harry just walked right out and gave the plant to Ivy and was like, "Yo, Ivy, here's the plant you were going to fight us for. Also, Bane is about to punch my head off for doing this."
Any chance you can take me in that flower with you?
So anyway, no,
Wanna
what he
give me a
actually
ride?
says... what he actually says is, "Please take this flower and leave, Ivy." And Ivy just looks at him, and then looks at the plant, and then looks at him again, confused, and is like, "What?" And then Bane shouts, "Do you have any idea what you have done?"
No, clearly he doesn't.
Wait, didn't he just say that he didn't work for Bane? Oh, the one
No.
who's now working for was Bane. Okay.
Yeah, no, you rewriting the story in your head is.
No,
you're
I'm
a lot
actually
better.
reading it from like a little bit away, so I can't really see all the words. 'Cause I'm blind.
Do you want me to find you a screen magnifier?
I already have one.
Do you want me to send you a better one?
I'm gonna send you a bunch of candy dicks, Max. Just
Excellent.
One candy dick a day.
I'm just gonna give that to the warehouse crew. They'll get a kick out of it.
Anyway,
Take it to the
so do you have any idea what you've done? He shouted at Harry. "Yeah, I prevented a huge fight from breaking out so the bat wouldn't show up and I can avoid going to prison." Ah, yes. The rational Harry. Without the bat showing up, I don't go to prison, he says to the person he just fucked over that can easily bench press him.
No, Siki, forget bench press him. can literally bend him into a pretzel.
Yeah, too.
Yeah, snap him like a twig.
And everyone just pretty much saw where Harry was going with this, but Bane was like, "Whoa, what the fuck, dude? You won't have to worry about going to prison because I am going to kill you."
I was gonna just say,
no,
I'm sad they went for one of the less interesting versions of Bane. The best Bane is one that's like, you know what? That's a good point. I'm docking your pay, but that's a good point.
Not cool, man. But you are correct.
Like,
I mean,
we
if
go for
anything, the smartest route would be to go to Ivy, hire her to make multiples of the plant so it's no longer rare, and now use the common plant as an experimental subject.
Genius.
No, she'd still be like, don't you fucking experiment on this plant.
I mean, yeah, it's true, but, you know. Then there'd be a lot more than that rare version of the plant, so even if she came and fought you, and the plant ended up getting destroyed, there'd be a lot more left. Brain. Ivy, who was still standing there, was about to save Harry since he rescued her baby. However, she didn't have a chance.
No,
Harry
she wouldn't. Listen. 9 out of 10 versions of Poison Ivy would be like, I'll compost you quickly.
It's like, maybe, all right, thanks, kid. I won't be the one to kill you. I'm just gonna go.
Be more like, I think there'd be a better way to play out this scenario. Be like, here, Ivy, take this plant and leave so the fight doesn't happen. And then Bane goes, I'm gonna kill you, kid. And he's like, Ivy, please save me. And as Harry turns around, Ivy's already leaving with the plant descending back into the
Like, yeah, whatever.
She's like,
I'm out.
It's
fuck.
already retreating in the flower. Flower's already halfway in the ground.
Yeah, it's like, shit.
Whoops.
Didn't think that was gonna happen.
I feel like I
Charisma
should have
doesn't always work.
foreseen the consequences
So,
of my actions.
Harry calmly walks towards Bane and puts money into his outstretched hand, and he's like, here, take some money. It'll make you feel better.
That's not what it says.
I mean, it's basically what it says.
It says a piece of paper, I think.
No, read ahead.
Yes.
So
He
unless
puts
he's
a piece
handing
of paper
over
in
the
his
bit-
hands and says, instead of killing me, how about you take this as payment for the plant? It's something I just came up with.
Okay, yeah, you know, payment
Unless he,
isn't
like,
always
printed his
currency,
own
right?
money.
That's fair enough.
Like
Bane
this
had
might
no
be a-
idea.
You're fucking for real.
What is this?
See, now
It's just
another funny bit.
Part.
Another funny bit you could play
Disgusting.
here would be Harry giving him the paper, and Bane goes down to read the paper, and it's just like a fucking riddle or something, and he's like, what the fuck is this? And Harry's already sprinting away.
That would have also worked as well for this.
No,
Brings out of there.
it's a YouTube URL. And Bane like, alright, opens up his phone, types it in. Yeah. Never gonna give you up.
You son of a... Where the fuck did he go? All the other henchmen are also gone.
Whoops.
You fucking kidding me?
All gone.
Bane had no idea what game Harry was playing at, but decided to at least glance at the paper before crushing his skull. As he looked at it, he gave Harry a surprised look, and looked back at Harry in shock. Who are you? He asked. I am Harry Smith. You asked me to buy chemicals for you. I'll ask you again. Who are you? I just told you I'm Harry Smith. Don't give me that bullshit. I want to know who you are. Because
Okay.
you can't explain how some low-level thug that I hired to buy chemicals would be able to come up with a chemical composition like this. What is it? One of Bane's men asked. It's a formula for venom, which is a perfected version of my current venom formula.
How does he know it's perfected?
Because it doesn't have any side effects listed.
How would Harry know about
Yes.
the Venom? The Venom formula is like super secret.
It doesn't have the little label that says
Like
this
they're-
chemical has been known to cause cancer in the state of California.
I do not. I
Uh,
refuse to believe Bane would just
Just
trust
stick
what
venom.
it says without further testing.
Yeah, literally
Snake
it's
oil.
a fucking napkin with
Yeah,
like
literal snake oil.
It's like a fucking napkin with the hexagonal chemical, display. And it's
Yeah,
like little fucking writing is like no side effects. It's just like really sloppy writing on the napkin.
with
No
like
side
a little
effects.
chibi with a thumbs up going
Yeah,
with it, just to be safe.
perfect formula.
But like, there are maybe two people at most in Gotham with access to the Venom formula, that being Batman and Bane. And Bane will always have the most current version because Batman's always going to be lagging behind because Bane keeps refining it. How did this fucker figure it out?
Oh well, you see, he did because he's just that cool.
But no, but how?
Because he's Harry Smith.
Because he's Harry Potter. Duh.
Harry fucking Smith.
Harry Potter.
Who sucks at potions?
I've
this isn't
discovered
potions,
the
this is just
sound of a
chemicals.
mysterious ticking noise.
This isn't alchemy. Kevin.
So I'll ask you one more time. Who are you?
An Al-Qaeda member.
I'm Harry Smith. I'm just trying to survive here. Hello.
I am the sort of.
You expect me to believe a person who has managed to come up with the formula I have been working my entire life for is just a hired thug? Well, you make it sound like I'm someone important, but I can assure you I am no one important. Said nobody unimportant ever. Harry replied, I can take whatever jobs I can just to survive in this city. How's that guys make you feel? How's this block of text make you feel so far?
I mean, I feel like he's just not very important. Should probably just let him go, boss.
Yeah, just let him go. He said he's not important. No one ever lies in Gotham.
I think it would make more sense if he just said, I stole it from Wayne Enterprises.
That kind of would be true.
Yeah,
It kind of would be
literally, I stole it from Wayne Enterprises. I used to work at LexCorp.
Yeah.
Anything.
There.
I blew Dr. Fate, like anything.
Yeah, literally just anything besides, I'm not important, don't pay attention to me. My name's Harry Smith. Like, bruh. Some of them happen to be for Gotham's elite criminals. Did you just explaining your whole life story to Bane right in front of, like, a bunch of fucking henchmen and Poison Ivy? Like, seriously, bro? Usually when I take these jobs, I create insurance policies so I don't get killed by the jobs. When I found out about this job, I just came up with the formula since I heard you were having trouble with it.
I did your job for you.
Wait.
It's better, boss.
Hang on. He just wants to survive, so he comes up with a formula, acts like he's had it for years, and instead of just being like, if I just sell this on the black market, I can retire wherever I want.
Yeah.
He stays working as a janitor and a henchman, risking his life every other night.
Huh?
Okay, even worse than that. He's risking himself on a job to make the thing that he made.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. Bane took a moment to process what he just heard. He knew Harry wasn't some nobody like he said he was. And he also knew he could be doing a lot more than odd jobs. He could see that Harry was trying to maintain a low profile on purpose.
Very low profile by making a better Venom. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Let me just make a better drug.
Yes, you're clearly trying to maintain a low profile by interjecting yourself between the Poison Ivy Bane fight, creating a better version of the Venom. Instead of like approaching Bane in quiet, like, the fight goes down or something, or maybe if you want to keep a low profile, Harry Potter, you could run into the room and go, "Boss, the plant is gone. Batman must have taken it."
Or even run into the room and shout, "Oh no, boss! I'm pretty sure I heard the fucking Batmobile with its jet engines! We should go!"
Yeah, like, "Oh no, boss! The plant is dying!" And then Ivy runs off towards the plant, and while the boss
The
is like
plant is
halfway
dying
there,
from the negative energy that you're... Listen, the plant's not feeling the good vibes.
Literally come up with anything. You draw away Bane, and you're like, "All right, boss, don't worry. Let her have the plant. Here's the secret formula that I've stolen from Wayne Corp or whatever the fuck it's called."
Yeah. No, he wants to keep a low profile. Goes about it the worst fucking way possible.
Just pretend to give her the plant.
Kind of pulls a Django Fett. It's like, oh, I'm just a simple man trying to make my way through Gotham, even though he's like, fucking giving better formulas to Bane, the guy who made it.
Oh my god,
bruh.
Yo, you know what? They could have gone the comedy route. It's like it just grabs the closest fern in the office. All right, I think I can trick her with this.
Colors, paints it a little bit,
just
spray paints it a little bit. It's your fancy.
Ma'am, I don't know what you're talking about. This is what boss told me to steal. Did I waste my life for a fern? Did I risk my life for this?
I risked my life for an office plant?
Boss, isn't the plan you told me? It literally just make yourself look incompetent, but also at the same time be like, "Well, I also stole this at the same time," and shit like that. Come on, Jesus Christ. If you're trying to keep a low profile, then holy fucking shit. But if this is if the problem here is that the author is actually not good enough for me to tell the difference between the author just being stupid and the author trying to hint towards Bane is just pulling conclusions out of his ass, and this is just Bane just not understanding the situation that's going on. The author is not good enough for that, so I'm just sitting here confused whether the author just forgot to mention that Harry Potter was trying to keep a low profile, and this is how he is trying to explain it to the rest of the characters or something. Or this is just I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what this narrative is. I don't know. I can't figure it out because his author is so fucking garbage at everything. Maybe Spag. His Spag's okay. 6 out of 10 at best. But just oh god.
Bane.
Yeah. GameStop's a Fortune 500 now. Yep.
Pain taco.
The agricultural revolution and its consequences have been a disaster for humanity. Poison Ivy 2020. Indeed. Oh god. Anyway. Let's see. Blah 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 blah. He felt very tempted to keep Harry so he could work for him, but he had a feeling that would obviously backfire on him. He knew Harry was very special and planned to ask around later.
Yeah, special indeed.
He then turned to this is great. This is fucking great. He then turned to his men and said words in Spanish.
Hola, amigo.
Then the man took off.
Google Translate.
He couldn't even be fucked to use Google Translate. Yeah, no, just he said words in Spanish and then things happened. It's fucking really.
I couldn't even say
You couldn't even just put some vaguely Spanish phrases in there,
No. He then turned. He turned to Harry. The man then took off and came back a few seconds later. Wow, it took him a whole couple seconds to reach Bane's cash stash? Really?
Wow.
Seconds?
We found the Flash in this universe.
Yeah, fucking Flash is also secretly posing as a henchman.
Which one?
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time.
All of them. Bane took it from him and then handed it to Harry. Here's your payment for delivery of chemicals, he said as he tossed Harry the money. But he just said he... Wait. Bane handed it to Harry, and then he tossed the money at Harry.
Yes.
So he's
Also,
paying
I
us
just want to
twice?
point out,
Sure.
by far, my favorite Batman stories are when he's disguised as Matches Malone, which is just Bruce goddamn Wayne with shades and a fucking mustache.
Hola, senors, design, not. Mr.
You know what? Still
No,
more
it's a
effort than
Batman.
Superman puts in.
It is.
Look, you're not wrong. Well, no, to be fair, it's also cheap suit Bruce Wayne.
Of course, who would never be caught in anything but a Armani suit, and so you'd be silly if you ever said that was Bruce Wayne. I still love that headcanon of that Bruce Wayne is actually a 4chan shit poster who goes by a name tag of Batman is Bruce Wayne. And all he does is constantly on the conspiracy threads is post about how Batman's ass matches Bruce Wayne's ass, and that you need to look at the angles.
Okay, but just Max, just so you can get an idea, I'm just gonna leave this in memes and actually, I'll just put in Fic 9K. But literally, that is the Matches Malone disguise.
Oh god. Okay.
To be fair, though,
It looks like
there's
an evil twin.
It does. It really. You know
to be
that's an
fair, though,
actual.
there's also how he carries himself.
You know,
as well.
that's actually a really like big danger in DC. You probably don't want to be mistaken as the evil twin of Bruce Wayne, because that would probably give you away as Batman. Because only superheroes have evil twins that inexplicably pop up.
Oh god, yeah, no, that's a good point.
What gave me away? How did you figure out that Bruce Wayne was Batman? Well, we saw your evil twin pop up, and everyone knows only superheroes have evil twins. And he looked a lot like Bruce Wayne. Wait, when? Oh, he was down at the Arby's at 7 p.m. Shit.
Wait, what was he doing at Arby's? Was he robbing the place? No, I just wanted a, sandwich, man.
And then meanwhile, Batman's like, shit, that was me. Fuck.
Shit, I knew I should have put on a better fake
You happened to go to an
mustache.
Arby's earlier.
I knew I should have invested in a hat.
The hat would have sold it, damn it.
But yeah, no, like for real, that is the Matches Malone disguise, and it is gloriously, pathetically incompetent. Like, I am a master of disguise. I am Batman.
The other great headcanon is that Alfred actually secretly follows behind Bruce Wayne and Batman, and whenever he, whenever someone goes like, "Oh shit, is that Bruce Wayne?" and Alfred just comes up and he's like, "Here's $100 to fuck off."
I mean, he was in MI5. He was in like the British Secret Service, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Just like the second someone was like, "What the fuck?" and fucking Alfred, dude, they turn around and Alfred's just there. Here's $200 to fuck off and never say anything. And you're like, "Well, thank you. Wow, okay."
When they're like, no, he can't can't hide this, and they go back to their home to contemplate. He comes in full SAS gear and just kills them.
Yeah, fucking just kicks down their door.
Of course.
I mean,
You
look,
should
all
have
I'm
given
saying
him
is,
all over again.
And we know he has no problem shooting people.
Yes.
I was gonna say, listen, this is the
P5
man
under
who
his jacket.
fucking this is the man who fucking shotgunned Superman with kryptonite bullets to get the fuck out of his house.
Based.
When the
More
fuck did that
effective
happen?
Oh,
Hold
yeah,
on.
no, that was
What?
good.
Defend your
great,
property. Stand your
What?
ground.
And protecting Sneck.
Ivy, get out! You have your
Don't
plant,
tread on
so
my
leave.
property.
You
Was
should
it-
know
was it a
this
blunderbuss?
formula.
I forget. No, I'm sorry. I think it was a blunderbuss. He blunderbussed Superman in the face.
You
and told
should
him to get his
know
fuck
that
out.
this formula has no plant-based ingredients, so you don't bother coming back. Now leave. Ivy.
It's all
No,
artificial.
the answer to that is the Injustice universe.
Ivy gave small smile and nodded as she then got into her plant and had it burrow back to ground. Harry just took the money,
I am
seeing
into now.
as it was the right amount for the job,
Bigfoot.
a little shocked that he was getting paid on the agreed upon amount, instead of having money taken away from him.
I too am shocked.
He was shocked that he was getting paid full. He was shocked that he was getting paid full. Buddy, you should be shocked that you're fucking alive.
Oh, I'm sorry. I want to point out I confused a couple panels. No, this is the one where Alfred took drugs and beat the fuck out of Superman.
Mm,
with his hands.
that was good.
Yes, an even more retarded storyline.
No,
fuck you.
no, it's fucking great. Superman
didn't.
almost kills Batman, so Alfred roids out and fucking beats him to shit.
Spurk mode
How?
and beats him up.
By
Alfred beats
taking
his tar wranglers.
he takes Venom,
Super
I believe,
drugs.
right?
I forget. I don't know if it's Venom, but like
It's
But,
some type.
yeah.
It's some type of steroids developed by Superman to give his allies comparative strength to a Kryptonian or some shit like that.
Oh,
whatever.
it's like one of those, like, if I ever go
That's
evil,
kinda-
here, use this to
So
kill me.
Ivy
Kinda
gave
retarded.
small smile and nodded as she got into plant. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, he's surprised that he's getting paid full. He thought he was gonna get docked pay. Like, bro, you literally just broke into the middle of a supervillain fight, gave the supervillain what they came for, in the face of Bane saying you'll never get what you came for without dying, and just like fucking disrespected Bane in front of all of his men. And you're shocked that you're being paid in full instead of half.
Actually, really, there should be a thing of like, he should be getting a little bit extra. Because he did just hand
really
over
should. He should be getting like double or some shit. Like, you just perfected my fucking formula. Which somehow I can just look at the chemicals and be like, oh yes, this is the perfected formula. And I also know that no plants go into the creation of this chemical. It's like, wait, how the fuck do you know that? Like, you don't know that.
also, listen, Alfred is way listen. I already knew this, but just so everyone knows, like, Alfred is probably way more based than any of you thought, because if you type in Alfred with a shotgun, there are multiple results.
Good.
Then,
Like
let's see. Just the highlights so far. There's him guarding the cave with, like...
Harry has diamond hands. Yeah, Harry does have diamond hands.
There's a thing of him being like, "Oh, you thought that you thought that Batman doesn't use lethal force. I certainly do, though."
Yeah, no, perhaps no. You gotta just read. It's so much better when you read it just as it's written. Perhaps you relied on my master's vow against using lethal force. Let me assure you that I subscribe to no such niceties. He says as he loads the goddamn double barrel.
Yeah,
Base.
like, so, see, Bruce Wayne is of the idea of just kick him back over the border. Alfred's of the idea is that survivors will be shot twice.
Oh, yeah. The one where
Survivors will be shot twice until they are dead.
one of my personal favorites, Booster Gold breaks into the Batcave, and Alfred's like, "I don't know who the fuck you are, but I'm gonna take you out."
I would also like to point out that is considered a legitimate warning sign in New Jersey for property limits. Survivors will be shot twice. That is considered a legitimate property warning. It's like, oh.
Is there an illegitimate property warning?
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of them.
Yeah,
there's a whole bunch of requirements. So like, if you don't have a fence around your property, like let's say you own like 10 acres or something, and you don't have a fence around it, you have to like make it very clear. It has to be identifiable. There's a whole bunch of regulations around like how many posters need to be posted, how far their spacing is.
Yeah, how visible you make it.
Yeah.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah.
Strange.
But yeah, so in New Jersey, survivors will be shot twice is considered a valid property line warning.
Is a landmine considered a valid warning?
No.
That's
Shit.
not
So,
landmines are not warnings. I don't know
Landmines
where
are
you
actually
got
considered war crimes.
Oh,
I
well.
don't believe in
Whoops.
crimes.
Should have told me that a bit before.
What the fuck did you do?
You're
It
in
doesn't matter.
Norway.
Anyway,
I don't know
the
what
point is-
Norway's
the
property
point
laws
is-
are.
Yeah.
He tricked a
Okay, look.
Swede to go into his property.
Yeah.
The point
I just
here is
landmined
that
the entire
Alfred is
border.
based as hell.
Yes, indeed. So anyway,
Sure.
so Harry just kind of walks out being like, yeah, I got paid my normal amount today. I only just perfected some guy's lifelong formula, just casually. It's like, oh okay, interesting. So anyway, so
$5.
Harry got outside and he made a mental note to not take jobs for a while because he didn't want people paying attention to him.
Fucking what?
I like that you think that two of the biggest bads in Gotham aren't going to remember you for some time to come.
Like, bro, I don't want to like fucking Harry Potter's like, I don't want attention. Also, by the way, that lifelong formula that you've literally turned into a supervillain to create, here's the perfect version of it with no side effects. I don't want any attention. I don't want people to notice me. Bro. Fucking really.
Bro, it's a little late for
Steve
that.
Jobs, but with like a disguise get up. He's got like the glasses and the nose and everything.
Fucking well, okay. The only way the author
The
can
Junos.
recover here if he like goes
this
up
is
and
just
like,
Alfred with a goddamn spaz.
if like the only way the author can recover this here is if he like now has Harry Potter just like reach up and grab his face and like rip off his face, and it just like turns out that it was a face mask the whole time. He's like, my real name is actually Harold Johnson.
Sure. Harold Johnson, why not?
Harold Johnson, yeah, you know.
Stick with that, Sneaky.
Nice Peter.
Harold Johnson, the circus midget.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, sorry, I was just looking at shit. Let's see. Taylor Herbert will be shot twice. She definitely should have been shot twice. There was a clear failure of double tap going on. It's a shame you don't know who Kira Yoshikage, because this is a certified Yoshikage moment. I just want to live a quiet life is a casual serial murderer. Well, I don't know that, so yeah. Oh,
It's
well,
a
JoJo.
He kills women.
It's a
and takes their
JoJo thing.
hands.
The difference
okay.
is, I want to live a quiet life while being a serial murderer. It's one of those weird things. The difference here is Harry wants to live a quiet life, is just an idiot. Whereas Yoshikage
Proceeds
is
to
like, I want to live
don
a quiet life
neon-colored shirt,
while
shoot
doing
some
it.
fireworks off, you know. I want to live a
Yeah,
quiet
you're
life,
careful.
guys. I don't want anyone to pay attention to me. Proceeds to drop an M1 bomb. It's like, okay.
Fucking
I'm
drops a
sorry,
J down
what?
or something.
I mean, like
Okay.
I said, it wouldn't be so bad if he had just said, I stole it from Wayne Enterprises. Because
I
at
know,
the very
I know.
least,
We've already gone through this. There is so many ways that he could have resolved this situation if he wanted to keep a low profile, and the author proceeded to choose I don't think there was any way he could have done a higher profile of solving this issue besides attacking both of them.
but
That is the
I'm
only
saying-
way you could have had a higher profile of what just happened.
but anyway, like I was saying,
The Batmobile wants to know your location.
but yeah, if he had claimed that he had stolen it from Wayne Enterprises,
Right.
that could still have raised Bane's suspicion.
Well, that's
Because
true.
Bane knows Wayne and Batman are the same thing.
That's true. That's true. Now, still, it wouldn't be as bad though. Like, I'm a
It
janitor.
would be a case. It would be a case of Harry didn't know he fucked up.
Right.
You know,
sure.
it wouldn't be obvious.
But still, like, even then, janitors are let into places all the fucking time that they shouldn't be in. And I know this as a person doing security. Janitors are let into places all the fucking time they shouldn't be in. Now, is there any way that he somehow got into Wayne Tech, wherever Batman keeps the fucking Venom storage? Like maybe it's in the Batcave or some shit. Like, okay, that's fair. He might not know where Batman keeps it, and maybe Bane doesn't know where Batman keeps it. But at the same time, if Bane knows that Wayne and Batman are the same person, and Harry says, "Oh, I stole it from Wayne Tech. I work as a janitor there for high security or something," Bane could still be like, "Oh, is Batman trying to develop the formula or a counter to the formula with using Wayne's using the money with Wayne?" Like there's still several conclusions that you could come to from that line as long as you properly deliver it.
I mean, honestly, you could even think that this kid could be like Robin.
No, like honestly, it would have been far more realistic for him to say, like generally speaking, Wayne Corp doesn't develop like like if he'd just been like, I stole it from LexCorp a year ago,
yeah,
man.
Sure. Right.
Be like, listen, the smartest man in the world perfected your formula and then forgot about it. Everyone would buy that. They'd be like, you know what? That sounds exactly like something Lex Luthor would fucking do.
That's fair, yeah. But like I said,
it wasn't good enough to beat Superman.
Effectively,
so
yeah.
It doesn't matter.
But yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. There's so many ways he could have delivered the line. There's so many ways that, like, well, even if to Harry, even if to Harry, it felt like a good line. It could have still, still have Bane's suspicions be aroused and still go along that plot line. But like Harry just blatantly walking in front of a bunch of people. I want to keep a low profile. Blatantly walks in front of the entire group of people. Blatantly hands Poison Ivy the plant she came for that he knew that she came for somehow? ? Also, just right in front of Bane, just like, here, take the plant. Even though Bane said you're not allowed to have the plant, and I work for Bane, here, take the plant. And then just casually hands Bane a piece of paper that has the formula of perfected on it, right in front of, again, literally fucking everyone. Like, the only way you could have been more higher profile is by attacking them. The only way that the author could have written that worse was by having Harry attack them.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's a bit like walking up to Superman and knocking him unconscious.
I want to keep a low profile one-hit KO Superman. I want to keep a low profile and I don't want anyone to ask questions.
Knock Superman out. I want to keep a low profile. Teabag Superman. Trying to keep a low profile here, guys. Just don't mention this.
He picked up a camo invisibility power up. Don't worry, he'll be fine.
Indeed. Yeah. So anyway, Harry goes outside. Blah blah. He would just stay low for now, and it's still a little bit too late for that, dipshit. He then proceeded to make his way home, seeing how he needed to sleep for day shift. Knowing a quick way to apartment, Harry decided to walk through Gotham Park. Harry was walking as quick as he could.
Alright, hold on a minute. He's been in Gotham for 3 years. He should know better than to walk through the goddamn park.
Yeah, more or less.
Been there for hasn't he been there for 11?
Yeah, 11 years.
It's
11
he's
years.
been there for a very long time or some shit.
He did not, however, expect Poison Ivy to be in Gotham Park.
Why? It's got the most fucking plants outside of a literal bot in this area.
How many times has he been dropped on his head by the Dursleys?
Who knows? And
This is
she's
actually
like,
not real.
that
Not
was the
enough
thing you
to
did.
justify this.
I'm not even kidding, by the way. The author literally has Ivy say, that was a thing you did.
That was quite a thing you did back there.
Okay, look, if this doesn't offer with her giving, if this doesn't end with her offering to make him into a plant person, it's not Poison Ivy. There's no other. She would not give a fuck.
I didn't want to be caught and thrown into prison. I made it this far without being caught, and I don't want it now, Harry replied as he tried to go around her. Only plants grew and blocked his way. Harry, seeing that Ivy wanted something, just looked at her. Is there a reason you won't let me go? He asked. Well, after what you pulled tonight, I find you very interesting. You put life on the line just handing me that poor baby. It makes me think you should be my henchman.
Okay, like I said, if this doesn't end with an offer to be a pod person, because again, barring a couple times, Poison Ivy doesn't have henchmen. She makes them.
She said as she got close to his face and placed her right hand on the left side of his face. First of all, I did what I thought the best thing at the time. I do not want to be caught and thrown in jail by Batman. And second, I prefer the term hired help. Really?
Sorry. I'm just trying to remember, can poison ivy mind control you just by touching you?
Yes.
No.
Well, some versions. She has
I
that
would
fucking powder
No.
pollen.
No, I would say there's two different versions of Ivy's mind control. There's like it's an aerosolized version, in which case her getting like within X distance and you breathing it in, you're fucked. And then there's the version where it relies on her getting chemicals into your bloodstream somehow, which generally is done with a kiss. And she just spits in your mouth, basically.
How would monster girls work in a biological sense? Magically.
Who cares?
Why was that just randomly asked here?
I don't know, but the answer is magically.
Yeah,
so,
I was gonna say. I mean, it's.
So I prefer the term hired help over henchman. Like, bro, you are literally being cornered by poison ivy, and you're gonna argue the semantics of the term you want to use for your employment. I want to keep a low profile, and I make sure to always phrase everything in the best way possible so none of the villains kill me. Proceeds to mouth off to one villain about the term used to apply to his employment, and proceeds to literally disrespect the second villain in front of another villain and his entire fucking henchman group. You know what the cartels do to people that do that? They fucking dismember them and then keep you alive the entire time, only to saw your dick off.
Honestly, I just want her to mind control him.
Well, now that we know your fetish.
Yeah.
More along the lines of, it would make him smarter.
Fair enough.
You want to be made smarter?
First, blah, 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 blah. He said as he gently removed her hand from his face, and as for being your hired help, I think it's best for me to decline. After what happened tonight, I've brought a lot of attention on myself. No shit. And until it dies down, you've been in Gotham for 11 years and you think history dies down?
Motherfucker, the only way that he's going to get away with this is if somehow Batman forgets he exists for like 3 years.
Bane.
No, Batman's not the problem.
I am going to stick to my day job even if the pay isn't that much. Plus, also, you've been working at fucking Wayne Corp for 3 years and you're complaining about your pay?
I would say, like, Bruce Wayne is not known for being a greedy bastard.
Goth Corp.
Whatever.
Well, Wayne Tech, Gotham Corp, like, there's a billion different versions of it. The company that Bruce Wayne runs.
Yeah. I honestly would not be surprised if it's canonical that Bruce Wayne legitimately just copyrighted every single fucking play on words for Gotham and Wayne for company names. Wouldn't be shocked if that was canon at all.
Nah, I wouldn't either.
Plus, you don't seem like the type to hire people since you use plants, so I'm sorry if I find this a bit strange. Yeah, I'm just gonna casually decline your offer as you're, like, basically molesting my face. That's, yeah, okay. Ivy just gave Harry a surprised look that he said that to her.
Surprise is probably not the correct word, but we'll go with it.
Okay. Okay, fine, you can go. Thank you for a second.
What? No, this is where plants, like, wrap around his ankles and she's like, well, I tried to be nice, and then she shoves her tongue down his throat and
hold on, wait for it. Okay, fine, you can go. Thank you. For a second, I thought you would mind control me. Oh, well, I did try to mind control you. And he's like, what? Well, I tried to use my pheromones on you, but they're not affecting you. Well, I have no idea how that's possible, he said. I'm sorry, I'm just going to go home now.
What?
I'm
No!
I'm
No!
sorry you couldn't mind control me. I'm gonna go to sleep.
I'm gonna go to bed now. Good night.
Wouldn't she just kill him?
Depends on the version, but yeah.
With the version going here, probably not. He did help her get the plant back, and like, what else is like? He's not getting in the way. He's not made himself a nuisance.
With her using pheromones, I think this is going to be the Arkham series version of Poison Ivy, the games.
So she probably wouldn't kill him.
Maybe
that one's a tough call. Because her personality is a little inconsistent going from Asylum up to Night.
Just a wee tad. So anyway, he just ran away, and Ivy just watched him run away. She was confused as to why he wasn't ready to serve her. After what he had done for her, she felt he deserved the pleasure of serving her. What?
Feel like
Granted,
he's
it was dark, but Ivy's eyes, human. But granted, it was a bit dark, but in Ivy's eyes, humans could not be trusted. And Harry Smith had made her very curious about him, and she decided she was going to find out everything she could.
Okay, look, I had to go into the door. Again, she wouldn't let him go.
Yeah,
She
no.
just fucking plants, ankles, done.
So anyway, Harry gets kidnapped in broad daylight at Gothcorp by 6 men in suits.
Yes, so much. What a better choice, Ivy. So much less suspicious than kidnapping him.
Harry just
Pretty
spent
sure that's
time.
Bane doing that. Not
Harry just
Ivy.
casually spent time with the IRA apparently, because he set up a bunch of cars along the road to explode in proximity to people trying to kidnap him. Yeah, just I don't understand what the hell's going on. So he's just
got the IRA
placing,
on speed dial.
he's just placing bombs on cars, and he's waiting for them to set off the car bombs.
Okay, hold on a minute.
Wait, lads.
He's just got a bunch of car bombs, and like you don't expect. I want to keep a low profile. Lines a street with fucking car bombs.
Yeah, I'm really not understanding this here. So anyway, the first car explodes.
The things you do when Margaret Thatcher comes.
I'm trying to like put logic to this, and like I'm just trying to figure out. Was it like, all right, well, I don't like Tim, so I can use his car as a safety measure, but I do like Barbara, so I should ask her permission first.
And that motherfucker Rob on the 3rd floor. He always leaves fish in his garbage can. I am for sure using his car.
It's an anti-Alfred strategy. Yeah, come out, ye black and tans.
Come out and fight like a man.
British people have a 100% weakness to car bombs.
IRA.
Oh, I shouldn't have laughed.
He's
at that.
IRA.
Don't worry, Matt. We're all going to hell for that one.
Oh,
Damn those racial stats.
You can just smell gunpowder on a car, and he just like doesn't even want to get near it.
You know,
Like if Bruce doesn't want to be followed, he just like puts a small line of
perception.
gunpowder.
bonus perception to gunpowder smelling.
Just like Bruce just like puts a little bit of gunpowder like near the car and just makes sure
Favored
Alfred
enemy
leaves the house.
tribals.
Favorite enemy.
We also got a defense bonus against the French.
So fucking sneerly imperialist.
Enough making fun of the British. I'm so glad Shadow is here. Therefore, we can't be racist.
Exactly.
Yeah,
see-
that's how that works.
We can't. No, you see, we can't be racist. We have a British friend.
I know
using-
plenty of British people.
You're using the word friend very loosely there.
Dude, you show up to this fucking podcast. As far as I'm concerned, that makes you a friend.
Or possibly
That's
a brain
not a high
damaged
bar.
idiot.
It's really not a high bar at this point.
I would suggest you start running Shadow, because once he claims you as a friend, it's all downhill. There is no going up from this point.
There's only
Soon
the
he'll
rabbit
ask
hole.
you to play. Soon he'll ask you to play Dota with him, and you constantly lose.
Hey, hold on a second.
I don't play Dota.
Exactly.
No, he'll ask
Then
you
you're
anyway.
fine.
Fuck off. I only ask you to.
That's because we're the only ones who will tolerate you.
Yeah, more or less. And he's like, he looks at the sky and starts screaming, "Come out, where are you?"
I want to keep a low profile.
So-
Stands in the middle of the street.
I know we were
Fucking
just
pass.
making the "come out, ye black and tan" joke, but he literally just shouted, "Come out, where are you?" as a car bomb goes off. To people in black suits.
Oh boy.
Subtle.
Summons Irish heritage.
Summons Irish heritage.
Bottle
I
of
can
alcohol.
feel the
pierces his
Irish
hand.
coursing through my veins. Wait, no, that's just the whiskey.
Cast spell,
He starts
fortify
drinking more whiskey
heritage.
and like his hair gets redder. Skin gets lighter, more resistant to the cold.
Yeah, so he casted his spell, fortify heritage.
Okay,
powers, go.
let's just not go any further down that joke tree, Sneaky.
I was making a Skyrim joke. Fuck off.
I know, and I'm just saying, let's keep the joke right there.
Oh, keep going. Take it further.
Atin's just an Altmiri shill.
Ugh, cringe.
What
Fucking
can I
old man.
say? I want
Palos
that
beat you
elf
with
dick.
Numidium. Get over it.
Wait a minute. I realized what I just said. God damn it, brain. That
Mary,
one's getting clipped.
Go
Atin
back to
straight
your
up
go back
admits-
to the Somerset Isles, Thalmor scum.
Atin just straight up admits he wants more elf dick.
And gets pegged
Of
by
all
Thalmor,
the times to
to be
slip up.
honest.
You can't fool us, Thalmor spy. Oh god. Anyway, so yeah, cars start exploding with car bombs. And then
Yep.
Batman shows up and starts kicking the shit out of everyone.
I'm sorry, I just like the idea of Bruce just looking out his window. At least I get to relax during the day and boom!
Yeah, right, exactly. Just fucking car bombs.
He gets stressed out of his Batman shit. He's like, all right, time to relax. Explosion. Ah, fuck. Back to it then.
No, he's like halfway out of the tights. Ah, I can finally
no,
relax.
wait, hold on.
Boom!
No,
Ah,
actually-
son of a bitch.
Actually, Batman showed up really fast, so my new headcanon for this scene is actually in reality, Alfred, what's the word? Future sighted the car bomb going off, so he ran towards Batman and told Batman about what was going on. So that way Batman could show up just as the car bomb finished going off to
Really?
save the day.
My headcanon
I
is
have
fucking
spilled gunpowder near
assassination
your
of
car.
Archduke Franz Ferdinand, where he's getting the sandwich and then the bomb just goes off next to him.
Oh my god.
He's like, well, I'm already
Let's see,
here.
the remaining stranger, blah blah blah, car bombs, blah blah blah. Sent him as far as in 2 different alleyways, blah blah blah. Eventually stopped and he found himself back in the park, and before he could catch his breath, something hit his body and made him feel like he was being tortured.
Damn. Crime.
He looked to see another man in black step out of the shadows, and he's like, well, if it isn't the bastard who is a pet. Wait, hold on. Harry is 21, and he's been in Gotham for 11 years. How the fuck does he know Snape?
I need more alcohol.
Yep. Jim Bean, where are you? Alright.
Good old Jimmy Bean.
So
Good
here's the
old
question.
Jimmy Bean.
All right, hold on. What are the odds on this being gay Snape romance?
None.
One shot, not gonna happen.
Yeah. One shot, coincidentally, also what I'm taking right now.
Also,
Cheers, boys.
also,
Yeah,
they would
boys.
have, if it was going to be a romance, they would have had Snape in, like, probably closer in the beginning. Or mentioned that somewhere.
I mean, suddenly at the end, random gay sex.
Just
Really?
fucking.
I
Yeah.
mean,
A
this is
single
fan.
letter,
Hold on
gay.
a minute. This is fanfiction.net. It's
Yeah.
not out of the question.
No, it's
so you
perfectly
remember
possible.
me, the man known as Snape said.
It's
The
always possible
man
it's
known as
possible.
Snape is he?
Yeah.
Is he like what's that fucking dumbass performer?
Snoop Dogg.
I mean, yes, but not in this particular instance.
Well,
Rude.
the man formerly known as Prince.
Yeah.
So you remember me? Oh yeah, I do. It wasn't easy, but I got back all the memories you took from me. That shouldn't be possible. Well, life is full of surprises. So you guys want me back? Yes, he does. And judging by the spell you casted on me, I think you're gonna kill me and say a Death Eater did it. And Snape was like, "Wow, how'd you figure that one out?" And Harry's like, "Well, it's because you're so predictable.
How'd you
You
figure
do.
that one out?
You would do anything to get into that woman's good graces that you would kill me and tell her you did everything to save me, but failed, hoping she would let you comfort her. You should know that it won't work. How do you know that it won't work? Because you don't have a kind bone in your body. The only person you care about yourself. And I remember hearing the conversations how you would punish and take away points from people. You're just a sad, pathetic excuse of a man." So apparently Lily Evans is not dead.
I'm just trying to figure out how a 21-year-old who's been in Gotham for 11 years knowledge of any of this.
I don't know.
As
And then
earlier,
Snape is like, "I'm gonna kill you, Potter." And then Harry just was like, "Man, you're pathetic." And then he looked towards a tree and noticed a giant flower growing and sprayed his face with gas.
Wait, is this actually a time travel fic?
Maybe.
He's already been through his original shitty life. Then
time
goes to
travel or time loop?
then goes back to
Time loop.
when he was
Just being
actually.
retarded. A few
I
hours
don't
later,
care what it's called.
Harry gave out a groan and began to feel himself up to wake up. His body was still in pain from the spell that was casted on him as it slowly faded away. He saw that he wasn't in the park anymore, but now inside a greenhouse. And he had no idea why Ivy rescued him, but decided he was going to thank her for being rescued. And he found her talking to plants.
She rescued you because you literally shook off her pheromones.
Yeah. I see you're awake. Yeah, thank you for saving me. Why did you do it? Why do you think I did it for a reason? Because I know all I need to know about you and that you hate me. I don't hate men. I just hate all of the bad ones.
Okay. I will give the author a single point if this goes into a comedy routine where he is turned Ivy into a yandere.
Ivy is now a TERF.
I mean, she kind of always has been one.
Based.
Stop giving me excuses. I owed you a favor. You helped me, so I help you. I already told you why I did it. You say it so you can avoid prison, but I get the feeling you don't want attention. And after what happened tonight, that confirms what I think about you. And what were you thinking about? I think you're making a low profile on purpose.
No.
What
Really?
gave it away?
Wow.
Poison Ivy, everybody! Brilliant
intentionally
botanist!
Trying to be low profile. It's like, yeah, that's how you be low profile, by intentionally being low profile. Like that's what it implies. I need more.
Yep.
Additional alcohol required.
Time to drink.
You are doing all of the low-level work because you're hiding from someone and now they found you. Wow. Yeah, they did. What happened to the bastard in black? He got away. He tried to kill you with his stick, but I showed up and stopped him. I saw he had a grudge against you and tried to use my pheromones on him. I almost got him to talk, but he regained control and called me a Vila and then left.
I swear to God, if they're gonna do like an Ivy Harry romance thing, just fucking no.
I think that's where it's going. Just
I
my
hate
luck.
it.
What is a Vila? It's a semi-human creature that is mostly human.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's literally the definition. That is literally the definition.
My point is, why is fucking...
It's like what is a bonfire? Oh, a bonfire is a fire that is hot.
Like, why repeat yourself?
Bonfire is where you go to save your... where you go to level up. Jesus Christ.
Only if you stab a sword into it first.
Oh, yeah,
You have to
right.
stab a sword into it.
You gotta get that coiled sword, you know? Gotta beat Udic Gunter.
I also have to say, one of the most awesome things that came out of Europe is that Smiths believed that defeating your enemies and then taking their bones and putting it into the furnace to smelt iron at the same time would make the iron stronger, and it did because of the carbon in the bones. But
Exactly.
they accidentally made steel because they were trying to be hardcore.
Yep. Based as fuck.
You ever kill so many people that you accidentally make steel? So apparently, Harry Potter's hero is Shepard because this fucking conversation. It's basically blah blah blah. They also have the ability to charm people. Blah blah blah. It's hard for people to resist them. Blah blah blah. Like you, I guess so. I better go now. That's not a good idea. Why not? Because people are looking for you, and so are the police. Damn it. Are you upset?
What?
No! What gave it away?
Are you fucking kidding me, author?
Okay.
He shouted as he kicked the floor. Like, damn it! Harry screamed as he kicked the floor. I take it you're upset?
I understand you are upset, Harry Potter.
I am registering increased aggression levels.
Okay.
Wait, when did you
That's a robot joke.
Ivy doesn't give a shit about humans. That doesn't mean she doesn't understand basic emotion.
Yeah, that's our point.
Fuck.
Beep boop. Plant pheromones engaged.
Time
I
to
am
fuck
a
the plant.
robot. I am a robot. I am here to take American jobs.
Harry gave sigh
I
as he
am called
then
from
looked
Mexico
at her.
to take your
Yeah,
job.
I am. Luckily, I planned for this. You planned to car bomb someone?
To be fair, he planned the car bombs. He had to know what the eventual outcome of planting all those car bombs would be.
I don't know, man. He apparently didn't plan for, not being a fucking retard, interrupting two supervillains fighting each other. And he was like, I gotta keep a low profile, screaming the entire time, I am stealthy!
Yeah,
Guys, I rolled a 4.
Method of stealth.
The sneaky method of stealth. I am stealthy, ignore me!
All while riding in on an elephant, brandishing a rocket launcher.
Wielding an RPG.
Utilize overwhelming firepower.
The most subtle of...
They can't spot you if they're dead.
Fucking stealth takedown with an elephant rocket launcher.
Hey, watch the friendly fire. Civilian casualties cost money.
Acceptable
Jesus
casualties.
Christ. Hey,
How'd you,
this
how'd
cliff
you still
face.
think ice?
This cliff face is above this fort. Do you think we could just throw explosives in there? Boom. We can.
Hey, Sneaky, we can
I'm
use the
worried.
China Lake as a sidearm.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah,
I'm
so
sorry,
in
what?
Far Cry 4, you can use the
Far
China
Cry
Lake as a
4.
sidearm. So you can fire a grenade launcher while piloting the little helicopters. We became a
Why?
two-man bombing squad.
Okay, it was so fucking bad because you could have a primary grenade launcher, the M32, and then you could have a China Lake which uses separate ammo.
Well, yes,
As
it
a
does.
sidearm. Well, I know, but most games like try to like unify ammo. Like all rifles use the same ammo, all SMGs use the same ammo. You know, but no, these guys use separate ammo counters. And then you could carry C4 grenades, Semtex grenades, I think. Like, oh my god, you could. Oh yeah, for your heavy weapon, you could carry an RPG. And Max and I were just fucking walking around with all of the. By the way, yeah, M32 grenade launcher apparently, according to Far Cry 4, is not a heavy weapon, and is a normal primary weapon according to them.
Excellent.
As a Suthner, I see no issue with this.
So fucking Max and I were rolling up to these outposts with an RPG, an M32 grenade launcher, a China Lake, multiple batches of C4 grenades and Semtex. And it's just like this entire we are going to take this land with or without the fort still on it.
Yeah, that was near the end game.
If we remove the fort, the enemy won't attempt to reclaim it.
Honestly, I really do like the idea of like, why don't they ever retake the forts like in this game? Because of what happened to the last 6.
Yeah, right.
I cast remove fort.
Let's see. I don't know. I think it would be a nice flavor. Not have it being like an actual mechanic, like you can lose outpost locations. But I think it would be a nice flavor in Far Cry games for if you're in an outpost location, one of the random events that could happen is just them attacking. Like you can't actually lose the outpost location, but you know, it's just a random event. Is them trying to retake it. I think that'd just be cool.
Yeah. It's just a shame Far Cry games have lost all shine after 5.
Oh my god, fucking New Dawn was that was a shit show.
Honestly,
New Dawn was a thing.
Here's the thing. You and I would have played that in a heartbeat if it wasn't for the RPG elements. Like, let's be real, you and I would have like spent a week playing that game if they hadn't added the leveling system from was it Wolfenstein Youngblood?
I actually fucking hate RPG systems now. Thank you, AAA games industry. You've ruined the thing I enjoyed so much in other games.
Here's an idea, Nose.
I will never stop getting a kick out of the healing system in Far Cry because, the later Far Cry games at least, because of how ridiculous it is. It's like, oh, you've been shot 5 times, I'll just relocate your thumb and your health is back.
God, that one always gets me.
God, 5 heal your burn wound.
Or
that's
when you have to take a bullet out of your arm, but all you have is you lost all your HP to being set on fire, but for some reason digging a bullet out of your arm restores your health.
Or just like taking a piece of barbed wire like out of your like leg when you got shot by like 30 different AK bullets.
Yeah, it's like wait, hold
My
on.
car pulls out bullet.
Also,
of course.
Max, what did you tell me to do?
Go play JRPGs.
Yeah.
Or go
I
find some
do.
like a
Built for the
normal
Japanese
person.
based.
I play them. I also play New Vegas and other Fallout games. I'm just mad that they're in
New
every
Vegas,
single
another
fucking
JRPG.
game.
So
Sometimes
the
I
older
don't
game.
want to have to worry about levels when I go into an area.
probably the most meta ironic statement the author has right here is what is about to happen. So
Harry is just groaning, and he's like, I told you, I want to be your hired hand, not henchman. Do you really need to tell me this story? Yes, I do. Then please don't interrupt me, Harry replies. And proceeds to do a block of text so large it nearly takes up my entire screen. Please don't interrupt me. This is a screen-sized block of text.
You know, I'm really glad I finally, about 2 years ago, finally figured out on my own how to properly break paragraphs up
One
again.
line. Fucking
I lost that skill
another
in college.
screen-sized block of text.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Another-
God.
oh,
It
no,
just
down
keeps
again.
going.
Scroll down
It
again.
just keeps
Okay,
going.
half the size.
Oh.
Half the
It
size of this
just
one.
keeps going.
Oh.
It's all exposition too. What do you know?
It's not a petty
Also,
grudge.
apparently he's got a story about his run-in with Joker?
I think I said Joe Biden.
Something like that. It doesn't. Alright, so yeah, Ivy
Come on,
and
man.
Harry.
Come
Yeah,
on.
so at the end of this story, Ivy and Harry start making out.
Yep,
Excellent.
yep. And then it better end with him being goddamn mind controlled.
Nope. They part ways, and Ivy stops trying to recruit him, and she brushes his cheek, and she's like, "Don't worry, that wasn't a poison kiss. We'll see you someday." And they leave.
Harry exits the room, keels over dead.
Mhm.
Excellent.
Anyway, Jim.
Finally.
So, did I already complain on the last podcast about the dipshit that tried to say that we should skip all the
Yes,
boring
you
parts?
did.
Okay. I like how I didn't even have to get to the part where I said the dipshit I got to the dipshit and Atin's already like, yeah, I heard this story. Whoa! Ah. Alright, let's get something short. Short and sweet. Short and delicious.
We got 9 minutes.
Shorted, like GameStop.
Indeed.
Funny joke.
The funny
Did we already
topical.
cover this one? I think we already did.
Is this something we can cover in 8 minutes?
Probably not.
Then I should just know.
Are you telling me you don't want to spend the next hour? Oh yeah, we already did. Don't worry, guys. I just didn't switch it to covered. Today, yeah. Oh, I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle.
Oh, you know what,
Jingle,
Sneaky?
jangle.
Did you hear that they're gonna make another Knights of the Old Republic without EA or BioWare? So it might actually come out alright.
Oh,
Optimistic, but okay.
that's
Okay.
Quite.
interesting.
BioWare is not the company it used to be.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah. Still.
So wait, they're making another what game?
Knights of the Old Republic.
KOTOR.
Are they giving it back to Obsidian?
No.
We don't know, but we do know they're not giving it to BioWare and they're not giving it to EA.
That's the
Alright.
important part.
I think this is gonna be. I think Knights of the Old Republic is gonna be a very weird series because of how many times it's changed hands. It's like if
hold on. Knights of the Old Republic hasn't changed hands once.
Oh yeah, it did.
This will be the first time.
Knights of the Old Republic 1 was made by Obsidian.
No, it was made by BioWare. 2 was made by Obsidian, which was a bunch of people who worked. Which had people who worked on.
No, it's gotta be.
No.
Boomers have got
Whoever made the
Alzheimer's.
first Coach, the BioWare made the first KOTOR, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
And
then why
then
didn't they make the
got
second
rid of
one?
The recent.
Because they didn't
Money.
have time. They were working on Mass Effect and shit like that.
Also, I think the license for making Star Wars games went off to EA, didn't it?
Yeah.
No, because EA is like the only company that makes fucking Star Wars games anymore.
Oh shit, they work.
Yeah, and they do have the license for it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's why that's why all the Battlefronts keep getting made by shitty EA nowadays.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying though. Like it's changed hands 3 times now.
This is pretty EA.
Because BioWare was 1, Obsidian was 2, and then there's gonna be a new company with 3, and so that means it's gonna have changed hands 3 fucking times. Like this is gonna be the most disconnected series possible because they're just fucking going everywhere with 1 and 2. Like there is almost no connection between 1 and 2. It's effectively Dark Souls. It's effectively what happened with Dark Souls.
No. Because
Dark Souls 2 was just Miyazaki was working on Bloodborne, and so he. Oh no, don't get me wrong, it was.
Here's
garbage,
the problem with that
but it was
comparison.
handed off
Here's
to
the problem with that
somebody,
comparison.
another dude in the company.
Coder 2 is better.
Coder 2 is better.
Oh, we're gonna have a fight, guys. Oh,
Are
shit.
you?
We're gonna have a fucking fight.
Are you really gonna sit here
Fight.
with a straight face and tell me Coder 2 was better?
I think it had a better story.
You gonna fucking murder Atin, boys.
Freya was a better story.
It's a lot more interesting than a twist everybody sees coming from 30 miles away.
You know, I should have expected this from the guy who said his favorite Dark Souls game was 2.
Wow. I said I didn't hate 2. My favorite is 3, dude.
That's alright. That's fair. Fair answer. I'll accept it. For now.
Just fucking
What did I come back into?
You came back to sneaky misremembering shit.
No,
as
I don't
usual.
remember anything ever. No, it's not what you're talking about. Didn't happen.
No, you just
I don't remember it.
Yes,
Didn't
you
happen.
deny the accusations like I deny war crimes.
You just fucking said
What war crimes?
This guy has
Yeah,
fucking
exactly
Dark
what
Souls
war
2
crimes
is his
never happened.
favorite.
No,
But I don't. He's wrong. He's perpetuating a lie.
Atin has
I'm not
legitimately
saying
stood
not
there and
perpetuating
said
a lie.
that he enjoyed Dark Souls 2 more.
No, that is a fucking insult, and I will not stand by as you insult this man in saying that he actually enjoys Dark Souls 2 more than the other games.
Factual statements are not insults.
It is a fucking insult.
Fight me.
You are fucking lying and
Come
insulting a
down
man
here,
for no
bitch, and
reason.
throw
No.
hands.
I
Come
appreciate
here,
Nose coming to
bitch.
bat for me.
Especially with how much shit you give him.
Yeah, but I guess I mean Nose is right. There are limits to the decency with which you can treat another human being.
You're fucking. I'm willing to fucking stoop to this just because he said Dark Souls 2 was someone's favorite Dark Souls. Bitch, I will fucking throw hands at you for lying this much.
Ah, bullshit. I have already met people who said Dark Souls 2 was their favorite Dark Souls. And one of them is in the call with us.
And it's
Who
not
would that
fucking me!
No, it's not fucking Atin. Who is it? Who is it so I can throw hands at them?
Atin.
Well, then you're
He's
a fucking
a
liar. You are a liar, sir.
You fucking autist.
I've
fucking
certainly said that I enjoyed Dark Souls 2.
Bloodborne.
I'm not gonna deny that.
Gonna fucking swear in your fucking
Honestly,
easy.
I
We're
think the
gonna fight,
most
we're gonna
enjoyment
fight.
I derived out of Dark
Where
Souls
am I?
2 was when I
Child.
found the sex change coffin, and I just couldn't stop fucking laughing for like a solid 15 minutes.
Is there a 40% chance you change genders?
That's a 100% chance. But you can only do
No,
it 10 times.
It's literally a coffin that you get in and it goes, ding dong, your dick is gone.
Hmm.
Because again, I didn't know about this when I first started playing the game because I got it when it came
Oh,
out.
neither did I. No
And
one
I
knew.
just find this
No one
fucking
did.
coffin, and I walk up to it. I'm just like, "The fuck is this?" Press A to activate. All right.
I'm in the call with him because we're playing through it blind together, and I hear him freak out. I'm like, Sneaky, what's going on? It's like, go find the coffin.
I am
the best
fucking
part is-
dying.
The best part is that coffin is such a trap for everyone who played Dark Souls 1. Because for
Oh,
everyone who played
God.
Dark Souls 1, you get in a coffin, you unlock a covenant. In this game, you get in a coffin and
it's
you
not
lose your
even-
fucking dick.
It's not even
To
that.
be fair, in the original Dark Souls,
It's not even that.
The
It's a
Graveyard
coffin
Covenant
guarded
was
by
very-
2 trolls. That's
Right,
the
yeah.
trap.
Yeah.
It's guarded, therefore it's good.
Jesus Christ, yeah. Oh my fucking god, that game.
That game was honestly awful because there was the what's it called? What the fuck is it called? There was a lot of Metroidism going on in Dark Souls 2 that I really did not appreciate.
Get in the estrogen coffin.
Yeah, they did try to
Become
make
woman.
it more linear, and then one scholar of the first Sin release, they made it even more linear.
Well, no,
Well,
honestly, linearism wasn't an issue here. My issue with Dark Souls 2 was the disgusting amount of there is something here, but you need the special item you get 7 chapters down to unlock it. And so you make some progress, you get an item, you have to run back, you fucking unlock all the other shit behind you, then run back and make more progress, and then you got another item, you have to run back again and get some more progress, and then you have to go back over here. And sure, you can ignore it, but that's like you're losing out on good items if you do.
Oh yeah, well, it's sneaky. The example I always jump to for that is fall damage. The big hole in the middle of your hub.
Yeah.
In Dark Souls 1, I pump my Vit high enough, take off all my armor, I'm surviving that fall.
Right.
Dark Souls 2, no, you hit the death line.
Yeah, this fucking random ass death line.
Dark Souls 2 is still a good game, but it's a bad Dark Souls game.
Okay.
I would still recommend Dark Souls 2 to someone who's like, if you want to get in Dark Souls, do this one because it's the easiest.
Yeah, it's true.
You can it's your training wheels. Dark Souls 2 is training wheels.
Honestly, I would tell, having now played Demon Souls, I would tell someone to go play Demon Souls.
Yeah, but Demon Souls requires you to have a fucking PlayStation 5 or 3.
That's true as well, yeah.
I would
honestly,
I would say Dark Souls 3 is the easiest because you have more mobility in it. You can go fucking faster, like way faster.
No, Dark Souls 3 is actually a horrible game to get into the series with.
Oh yeah, that's the worst one.
Really, that's how I got into the series. That was like my first entry.
Listen, you're slower than Bloodborne. You're faster than 2 and 1. And you are just like anything you learn from 3 doesn't apply to 2 and 1.
No.
Yeah, what you're saying. Completely different magic system.
Yeah, everything you learn in 1, 2, and Bloodborne easily translates to 3.
Right, and nothing like some that applies in 3 sort of works in Bloodborne, but there is just so little overlap in terms of backwards compatibility with learning the systems.
It's a problem you see in some like RPGs where it's like if you play this RPG, like if you play number 4 in this series, you're never going to be able to play number 2 and 1 because
it's like honestly, it's like Mass Effect.
Persona 4 Golden, like if you do P4 Golden, going back to normal 1 is horrible because the auto AI is absolute shit. And in Persona 3, I don't think you have control over your party mates. You're just praying that one of them heals you as you're stunned.
Oh,
please, for the love of God, I'm trying to kill Nyx. Please, for the love of God, heal me.
One of the worst things is that Mass Effect 2 into Mass Effect 3. If you started playing Mass Effect 3 and then tried to go back and play like Mass Effect 1 and 2, Mass Effect 1 is basically you're playing a separate game. It's like not even similar mechanics, so basically like you're not even trying to do what you did in Mass Effect 3 in that one. But Mass Effect 2 plays just like a C-grade copy of Mass Effect 3, and so all of the shit you got used to in Mass Effect 3, all of the conveniences, all of the tricks, none of it works in 2, but it feels like 3, so you keep fucking trying it.
Like, I should be able to do X, but you can't, fuck you.
Basically.
Also, I'm gonna go ahead and say, another game, like, go far enough back in the Fire Emblem series, and oh god, it just, there's stuff that you're like, why is this way? Who thought this was okay?
Start with Bloodborne?
Japan.
Are you fucking dumb? Start with Bloodborne?
Who the fuck
Who
is
the
wrong?
fuck is saying that?
Learn how to play a Soulsborne game by playing the fastest one.
You know what that's gonna do? That's just gonna make them not want to touch anything else because Bloodborne is. A lot of people have dropped Dark Souls for Bloodborne hard.
Oh,
because
it's fair enough. Yeah, no, it's fair enough. But like, even though Bloodborne runs at what was it, 30 FPS or some shit? Like,
yeah.
Even though it's running at 30 FPS, it's still just so much faster. And even I can admit that as someone who's never played it and only watched it. It's like,
Yeah,
I was saying, like, that's like,
very
right? That's the
fast-paced.
thing.
more aggressive.
Someone who's never even played it, it's just like, yeah, this is just way faster.
yeah, it's just.
I could not imagine getting someone started on Bloodborne and being like, all right, now we're gonna go play Demon Souls. Or
Yeah,
Dark
apparently
Souls.
C8
Like,
did that.
Jesus.
wow.
Honestly, like as Max said, the best one to start in the Soulsborne series is 2, if only because it's basically baby mode, and most of the mechanics carry over between 1 and 3. You really won't notice poise. You really won't notice poise, unfortunately. You'll notice that suddenly your armor works, but you really won't notice it. Because don't worry, poise works exactly as intended.
Poise works exactly as intended.
Well, no, I was saying,
I
also,
hate you so much right now.
the also,
I was robbed.
oh, it was so interesting playing through Dark Souls 3 with Max and just like, this isn't right. This is wrong. Something's not right here.
Yeah, it's not Dark Souls
Yeah,
2.
cool. Well, I managed to get into a Dark Souls 1 play. We played through the entire series, so he got to see me with my hovel build, laughing at things that were staggering him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And
I'm
it's not like I was running around in light armor. I was running around in like mostly a Silver Knight set.
Honestly, Dark Souls 3, like ignoring mechanics, ignoring everything else, Dark Souls 3 is the best in terms of just weapon variety.
Here's the thing, Sneaky, I would agree with you, except I don't have my goddamn Silver Knight sword, so fuck Dark Souls 3.
Silver Knights exist in Dark Souls 3. Bitch.
I don't think they're.
No, the sword's not droppable though.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Hang on, I'm trying to, like, you can get the entire set except for the sword, I think.
You can't get the sword and you can't get the spear.
Oh, yeah, no, the spear's definitely not, yeah. Oh, I suppose so.
And
You
although,
can
to be
get
fair,
neither of
Dark Souls 3 was kind of a mishmash of, like, here are all of the best weapons we've had from 1, 2, and apparently even some ones from Demon Souls.
Well, no, here's the
and
problem with
some
that.
new weapons.
People checked. They are absolutely yes. Obviously, they're in the game because the Silver Knights are in the game. But there's one of the Dark Souls 3 mods. One of the the huge alters the entire game mods.
Isn't it called Embers or something?
I can't remember if it's Embers or the other one. But the point is, they're like, yeah, we found the Silver Knight moveset. It's in the game.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the Silver Knight shield is droppable, I think.
Yeah.
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 So you can get everything. You can almost fully cosplay them.
Everyone be talking shit
Except
till the
for
Silver
that.
Knight bring out the flaming greatswords.
Yep. But you can't get the
mean-
fucking swords or spears, which I spent I think 5 hours farming Silver Knights because
I also
those
think
fucking
that was
swords
probably
awesome.
the most amusing shit ever was when Atin and I discovered the flaming greatswords. And I straight up just ran up to
That
somebody.
was before the nerf.
I was like, "What the fuck is this?" He's like, "What?" I'm like, "I just found dual greatswords. You found 2 of them?" No, it's a single item, dual greatswords.
Yeah, no, when I found those things, I was, as a consistent heavy weapon user, I was so happy. Even post-nerf, people don't know what to do against those things.
Oh,
What,
so
in
you
the
want to talk about
They
things that
still
people
shred.
you want to talk about things that people have no idea how to counter? Fucking talk about Gale's sword. Like, Jesus Christ, you're just fucking ninja flipping around and doing whirlwinds everywhere, and people are just like, "How do I fight you?"
Gale's sword was the new Wolf Knight sword.
It was
Yeah.
so much fun.
It is so much fun.
It is a really fucking good weapon.
Everyone be talking shit till you pull out Gale's sword.
Someone challenged me while I was having that with the freed scythes, and I just wrecked them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the free. I think I'll be honest. I think a lot of the fucking things you get out of the Ashes of Arendelle DLC were kind of trash. Not like the weapons you pick up, but like the boss soul weapons, kind of trash.
Oh,
not gonna lie.
they're real
Oh
bad.
yeah, no,
To be
they're
fair, a
terrible.
lot of the
those are bad.
possible weapons in
My heart like
Freeze
looks
are
so
pretty
like. I'll be
trash,
honest.
too.
When I saw the Valor, I was like, "Oh, this looks fucking cool."
Freed. Oh my god, fuck that bitch. Jesus Christ. Atin knows my grudge match against her.
How many times?
So it got to the point where I was legitimately naked equipping the Sacred Hand or whatever it's called, whatever the Soul Burn or whatever the fuck it's called, the pyromancy where you grab someone's face.
Sacred Flame.
Yeah,
Sacred Flame.
I was naked equipping Sacred Flame just out of pure fucking spite because I was determined to annihilate her existence. Because it would be shit like she fucking comes out of invisibility, stabs me through the chest, throws me, goes back to invisibility, my character gets up, she stabs me through the chest, throws me. I'm just like, oh my god!
And meanwhile, I'm just sprinting behind her like I'm trying to get the backstab. But the problem is I'd be starting the backstab animation as she jumps back through you, and she has damage on that. So it interrupts the backstab animation.
Oh, she fucking clowned on us. Like, unlike Midir, who was just like animation broken, Freed fucking clowned on us. Like, oh my god, we were celebrating so hard when we killed her the first time, and then there was a second phase and we're like, no!
Well, no, the best part was we
Here's
beat her
thing,
the first
Atin has
time.
problems with fucking humanoid bosses in Dark Souls. I don't know what it is. Like
No,
he's just cursed.
No,
You're cursed. I have no other explanation. It's not skill. You're just fucking cursed with hitboxes. That's my
No,
only
here's the problem though. Here's the problem. Demon Souls, I clowned on the old King Alan.
Mm.
I clowned on him with the Crescent Axe. That thing's terrible.
No,
By the way, Old King Alan.
What it was.
By the way, Old King Alan is probably the best version of like a human boss fight in that game.
No.
Or pretty much any of the games actually. But besides the point, the best part, right? So we get through phase 1, we get through phase 2, and we're like, yeah, okay,
We finally did it.
It's done. That's it.
We're not getting any souls.
I'm not getting souls. I'm not getting souls.
Yeah, initial reactions to those DLCs was interesting.
And then us finally going on the
pain.
wiki and being like, okay, what is she vulnerable to? She's vulnerable to bleed. Ding ding, ding ding, ding ding.
So much pain.
Just spam Doris's gnawing.
I fought her alone on New Game Plus 4.
Yeah, we fought her together on New Game Plus 5 and New Game Plus 6.
That's fun.
I went into Ring City on 7.
Let me fucking tell you, never do Dark Souls 3 bosses for the first time on New Game Plus 6 in a co-op. Because
Yeah, I still don't know why you guys did that.
we didn't have a
I
choice.
still to this day.
So wait, like
No,
as in
you did.
and summon
It's called,
Sneaky to his world.
The problem is that one, Sneaky's an impatient fuck.
Sunk
But
cost
two,
fallacy.
the normal people start second playthroughs on brand new characters because they want to explore New Game Plus. Like, I want my original character to be the fresh character.
Sunk cost
Not
fallacy.
Sneaky and Atin. No, that's too smart for them.
No.
You're supposed to do that?
Look, I had
too smart for them
several
and Gray.
hundred embers. It was okay. I covered it. We only used all of them.
Yeah.
Alright, Ed, how many more embers do you need? How many more tries do you think it'll take? I'll just give you 99.
You know what you are? You're that dumb motherfucker in my friend group was like, alright guys, I'm ready for the Bloodborne DLC. Okay, cool. Man, wow. Your lore is really hard. What's your game at? Oh, New Game Plus 4. Why would you do this to us?
Okay. You gotta. Okay, look. you gotta warn people when you do that.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Because
no,
I
we did it-
I
here's the
remember.
thing. We figured, oh, he's a new game plus because it's taking a little bit longer to, hurt his enemies, but not too bad.
Mhm.
New game plus doesn't start kicking your ass in Bloodborne until you get to the bosses. The bosses are where new game plus really shines.
I would just say, right, but here's the thing,
You want to
right?
hear something funny? Fucking
Is it
first
relevant?
time me and Atin played Bloodborne and went to the Cleric Beast New Game Plus. Fucking, I walked up to it just like, oh, we beat the Cleric Beast before, I'll be fine. I got fucking two-shotted.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway, point is,
sounds like fun. You guys ran it a second time without me. Cool.
no.
Oh no, we just did it to test how bad it was.
No, Bloodborne
We
New
literally
Game
walked up to the
Plus
Cleric Beast,
is-
got 2 shot, and said, nope. Anyway.
And initially, I thought Dark Souls 2 was like New Game Plus 2 is where it's like just to get your get your dick
Dude,
kicked
I
in.
had fucking New Game Plus
Plus
9 on
that.
so much in Dark Souls 2.
Well, no, I was just say, here's the thing, right? So Sneaky and I, Sneaky was quite generous at the time. Well, not at the time, but he gave me the season pass for Dark Souls because he's like, I want to play the new DLC, and he's like, come on, let's play, because we played through the game together the first time, and I was like, can't do that, don't have any money, and he's like, okay, I got you. And so we get in there, and I hadn't played Dark Souls 3 in a very long time, and I looked and I was like, okay, Sneaky, we can do this, but I have a problem. It's like, what? My world's on new game. I'm on new game plus 5. He's like, oh. Then he checks his. Oh, well, I'm on new game plus 6.
Yeah, it was.
And we're both just like.
Oh,
Okay,
fucking
in
getting
that case,
past the
Atin,
fucking giant was that
I
was
will
torture.
give you half the shit in the future because you didn't plan on getting the DLC for a while. But Sneaky, I know you. You're a Dark Souls fan like I am when it comes to DLC.
Yeah. I know. Look, I didn't think it was gonna be that hard. Look, the meteor fucking animation broke and proceeded to fucking panic at the disco on us. And
I'm sorry.
literally the
I
entire
didn't
fucking floor exploded. There was not a single bit of floor that didn't have a laser on it.
Oh, I know,
was
and I
glorious.
actually, by the way, I don't know if I told you, I did
Yes,
manage
you told
to
us. You
recreate
recreated
that.
it.
No, with
Yeah.
you. Like, it requires 2 people to recreate it consistently.
Yes.
Because we were
As
both
weird
on
as that
opposite
sounds.
sides. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, Atin, stay here. I'm going to run over here.
Yeah.
Don't move.
I just held the shield up and just.
Also,
But here's
the
also
line.
fucking
Here's the
Discord.
problem.
Yeah.
This is. I think they patched this out, but the longer Meteor does the laser, like the faster Meteor's laser.
Oh,
gets.
I don't know what the fuck that was that one run, but his head just started spasming like he was having a fucking seizure, and we were just screaming our goddamn lungs out over voice chat because that laser became incredibly impossible to dodge.
Well, and there we are trying to like, right? Because of course we're like, oh, the laser. We'll just run out of range of the laser. That made it worse.
That made it worse.
I wish that your recordings hadn't become corrupted. I would have
I
loved to have seen
know.
that footage and try to piece together what happened.
I wish we did
I'll
too.
talk to you later.
Yeah,
See ya.
same. 3 a.m.
But
Anyway,
yeah. All right, so we'll
I'm gonna go
close
get
up
dinner.
here tonight, and there's always more, and it always gets worse.